Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. It has been a minute. I've been very busy moving. Um, it's been a lot of work. We're going to check up on Bitcoin and Link and Ethereum. That'll be good. Bit of a shorter update because it's late, but I wanted to get this out. Also, something entertaining that happened. My last live stream, I put the following text in the what's it called? In the video description. I quote, check the links in the signature below for help with terminology. Apparently, this was advertising and it got me a 24-hour ban. And in the message in which they informed me of this, they say, by the way, with a premium subscription, you can put your links in the signature field that will appear under every published idea. Maybe something to consider. I repeat, my offending content was check the links in the signature below for help with terminology. It was like, see, just referencing that the signature exists was enough to trigger the automated ban, which is ridiculous. I'm quite offended, and now you all know about it. So we'll see how they reply to my inquiry, because that is silly. Anyway, we're gonna work top down from Bitcoin, shall we? Starting on the weekly. We go to the BLX chart, so we have more history. Isn't that nice? We're almost all the way to the top. Our 3D wave PM. Very pretty. First and foremost thing we need to say is that this year, it's maxed out. And there's not enough history to actually read beyond that. So we got to go to a smaller time frame, and we got to look at the impulses below here. What's nice is our impulses, very clean. 1, 2, 3. They're not intersecting. They're respecting volatility overhead. Very reliable movement recently. And let's see how that movement manifests. Right. Where we have our repeated expansions and mean inversions, and expansions and mean inversions, and expansions and mean inversions. So the thing is, we pop down here to the 4-hour chart. Excuse me, let's do 12. Yeah, very nice. It shows a bit clearer. You can actually see one of my favorite trades. Where we have an active mean inversion, and it actually clips on the lower edge of the active condition. Right? Because you have a pivot or containment that's in the slope of the direction of the trade you want to take. Currently, we have activation here. We have our short condition activating here. And we come down to mean inversion. This was a trade we pointed out on Discord. It played out very nicely. You'll notice that the 3.2 did taper upwards, but reliably clamped down on price, which I'm quite happy with. Now, one thing to notice is that we are almost completely compressed here. But that's a bit of a false signal, because this is only looking at a few periods. If we look at 3D wave PM, you actually notice there's still quite a bit of volatility overhead. So any impulses we see are going to be capped by that. And what's really nice is you can actually see that on the previous impulse, where we have volatility overhead defined here, defined here. And then we have this new impulse, and it's clamped down by this barrier. So this price move sees a significant uptick, and then it has a secondary impulse, which most people would consider as trend continuation, but they can't push up above the volatility overhead. So it clamps back down. In combination with the 3.2 CLCB, it was a very solid trade. I was quite happy with it. Yeah, so let's go to a lower time frame. Yeah, no, this is super noisy down here. Not seeing anything I would actually want to trade. No, we have this converse expansion. New bearish impulse is going to be clamped by volatility overhead, so you take a quick, long MR position, right? Because this new expansion will fail because of the volatility overhead. If we ever do get a secondary impulse, it'll quickly snap back up and mean a bird. Next up, let's take a look at Link. Daily chart, very quiet. 12-hour chart. Yeah, we got some noisy compression where we have this converse expansion causing these ripples that don't actually turn into mean reversions. 4-hour chart. One thing I want to point out here is the spike in volume. You'll notice, right, you have a very active MR condition, right, based on this bullish impulse. It immediately starts pushing down, and it sees resistance off that line. It does manage to break through, but the volume uptake at that time is notable. Next up, we'll take a look at ETH. Yeah, these are not pretty charts tonight. I'll take a look at BNB as well. Yeah, there's a lot of messy compression right now. It does not make for good trading unless you're in the lower time frames. Here in the 15-minute, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. You can trade this, right? You have a very clear MR condition. Beautiful. It's entered. You know, if this swings up to our CLCP, just a quick bounce, that is a short. You would take that. Okay? Really easy, interesting place. If you go to the lower time frames and you see impulses like this, those are positions you want to take. All right, folks, that's going to be it for tonight. It has been a pleasure. I'll talk to you all hopefully next week. Have a good one.